You aren't lazy, you are leaking. Most people think dopamine is a prize for winning. They are wrong. In the clinical reality, dopamine is the volatile fuel required for the pursuit itself. Every notification you check is a puncture in your brain's golden battery. By the time you sit down to work, your internal tank is empty. You have traded your future for a 5-second hit of cheap reward. This is the dopamine leak. And today, we deploy the Series 100 protocol to plug it. You must understand that your focus is the most valuable commodity in the digital economy. If you do not control it, someone else will harvest it for profit. The leak starts small, a single check of your phone in the morning, but it ends with a total system collapse by noon. You are being farmed for your attention by engineers designed to keep you in a state of permanent leakage. 20,000 years ago, assuming the worst was a high-status survival skill. Evolution did not design your brain to be happy. It designed it to stay alive. If you were a caveman who assumed every rustle in the tall grass was a tiger, you survived. Today, there are no tigers in your office, yet your prehistoric brain treats a digital notification with the same chemical weight as a life-threatening attack. This biological mismatch is the root of your paralysis. Your brain is stuck in a loop of survival alert. It is constantly scanning for threats that do not exist, draining your golden battery on shadows. To fix this, we must acknowledge the mismatch. We are using ancient hardware to run modern software. The friction is inevitable unless you consciously overwrite the code. Your prehistoric brain is being hacked, and you know how to hack it back. When you indulge in cheap dopamine, you engage in neural friction. Your brain is highly adaptive. If you condition it to receive rewards for zero effort, it will physically restructure itself to avoid difficulty. This is why you find it impossible to read a book, but can scroll for hours. You have optimized your neural pathways for the path of least resistance. Every cheap drip raises the threshold for satisfaction. Eventually, you feel nothing. You become a ghost in your own life while your potential turns to dust. This friction is a tax on your potential. Every time you choose the easy path, you are paying that tax with your future. High-status work should feel difficult. That burn is the sound of your internal energy grid being rewritten. In the peak mind system, we crave the friction. To fix this, we do not use motivation. We use clinical overwriting. Step 1. Identify the leak. Track every mindless reach for your phone and realize it is a biological twitch. Step 2. The clinical void. You must implement a strict no-reward window for the first 2 hours of your day. No phone, no caffeine, no music. Force your brain to generate its own fuel. By denying the cheap hit, you force your neural pathways to seek satisfaction in the hard tasks. Step 3. Embrace neural friction. The burn of focus is not a signal to stop. It is the only evidence that growth is occurring. We do not look for flow in the beginning. We look for the struggle, because the struggle is the only proof that the leak is being plugged. The matrix wants you weak, distracted, and leaking. It benefits from your inability to focus. But now, you have the clinical protocol. Stop the leak. Reconstruct the grid. Overwrite the survival glitch. You are no longer a victim of your biology. You are the architect of your focus. I am Peak Mind. Subscribe for the next clinical update and prepare for the dopamine reconstruction. This is the end of the leak and the beginning of your high-status pursuit. The grid is active. The reconstruction is complete. You are now entering the Elite Focus Protocol.